My name's Alan Harper of Alan Harper Composites Limited. We're trading in the process of closed mold mouldings for the glass fibre industry or the composites industry. My background basically was from 1983 I started in glass fibre and never looked back. I was a laminator making car parts, and I was for the Watford motor accessories for the old Anglia and the Minis and the Morris Minors. I was glass fibring, making parts for those, and since then I've developed my engineering skills into the closed mold processes and focused mainly on RTM and light RTM with myself and my own company, Plastec, which we worked in and on until 2006 when I actually sold the company to Magnum Venus. In 2010, I changed direction entirely. I started my own company, Alan Harper Composites. When I started in composites, it was just glass fibre, resin, making mouldings, laminating. Now, in 2007, something quite important happened. A company came to us called Wacker and showed us the possibilities of making a mould with silicon, and you could spray the silicon, make rapidly, I mean literally very rapidly, probably within an hour or less, of a mould which was self-releasing, made from silicon. It would follow the shape faithfully without shrinkage. That was an eye-opener. As a tool maker and a machine maker for the closed mold industry, that was a big leap forward, and I saw the possibility of using that to sell into the industry. And so I started Alan Harper Composites as a complete technology house of developing a reusable silicon membrane technology, which we focus on today. It's really quite difficult to tell you anything bad about the process. There's so many advantages. Cost savings, for example. If you were to compare the process with vacuum infusion, vacuum bagging is what it's called, and the cost savings over the traditional single-use bagging process are astronomical. Someone said, and did some quite careful costing, per square metre, it's costing the average moulder, with the cost of the raw materials, the single-use raw materials, the contamination of the resin inside those materials, the labour to put it on, cut it and put it on, the labour to take it off and throw it away. It's about 35 pounds, English pounds, per square metre. If people say that that's, no, it's not that, well, you do your sums, and I can assure you it's actually probably a little bit more. It depends on your labour rates, etc. Now, with reusable vacuum bagging, you can virtually eliminate that down to, if you amortize, you can use it 600 times. If you amortize per square metre, it's probably costing you about 20-30 pence per usage. So it's astronomical. Plus the fact the process needs no flow mesh anymore. Flow mesh helps resin pass over the fibre and impregnate the fibre. And that's a single-use product. It's used extensively throughout the world in the industry. Now we've eliminated that. What we've eliminated is not only the single-use flow mesh, but what happens, and a lot of people forget, is inside the flow mesh, it goes the resin. Well, the resin that stays inside the flow mesh is wasted. So you've used something that costs possibly £5-10 a kilo, and you're going to waste 600 grams per square metre in the flow mesh, and that resin can't be recovered. It's just thrown into the ground afterwards with the plastic. You know, the biggest problem today for the composites industry, I'm talking about the general open moulding industry, like spray up or hand layup and so on, where people work over moulds which are open. You have VOCs to contend with, volatile organic compounds, and that's why it's driving so many people, especially the young, away from the industry. So there's a great staff shortage in this industry. What we're bringing forward, and a lot of our clients are saying, this is actually great, Alan, because we can now employ staff who are not driven away by the smells or anything, because it's a clean process, a much more noble process. And so that's a big advantage is being offered, and bringing back jobs for the boys, as it were, bringing a much better environment in the manufacturing world of composites. one of our moulders, the friends here in Plymouth, said, "Alan, this is not just an improved process, it's a game changer. It really is a game changer." And we've managed to increase our turnover, doubled in 1 year, purely because we've taken on the reusable technology with silicon.